This video in no way makes any claims about the election being anything other than legit. Joe Biden has won the presidency fair and square, and Donald Trump has lost. This was one of the most secure elections in history. That is without a doubt. That being said, I track media bias and propaganda. So I monitor a lot of real insanity for multiple reasons. One reason is so that I can eliminate most of my blind spots. If you consume media passively, you're going to have a ton of blind spots. If you're watching progressive media, they're not going to cover a lot of different things. You're watching conservative media, same thing. So I watch just about everything, including some real nut jobs on the fringes, just to see what they're talking about. And by doing that, I'm able to pick up on things that may slip through the crack. So with that being said, one of the communities that I track is white supremacist groups and things like that. I want to see what they're talking about. Sometimes, depending on what they're talking about, I share with my audience. So one of the things that I just picked up on, this is not what I was expecting. They're talking about a certain gentleman who, well, I shouldn't call him a gentleman, but a certain orange individual is, let me quote what they're saying. A certain orange, of course they don't call him that, a certain orange individual actually won 2/3 of a certain type of lawsuits. YouTube bots, mind your business. We're not talking about anything that you need to know about here. Anyway, they deleted my channel. Sorry about that. So yeah, Orange Man won 2/3 of his you-know-what kind of lawsuits. Report says. So this is something on Christianity Daily. So it's not really being reported widely, but one of the sites that did report on it on February 14, 2021 is, also they just did this at 3:03 a.m., is a Christianity Daily. And again, I got this initially from a white supremacist forum. I was investigating what their points of views are on the trial. I wanted to see how they felt about the acquittal. I thought that would be interesting to see and potentially share. But then I saw somebody posted about this. They posted a link to a website called lifesitenews.com. I don't know anything about these guys. And they say Orange Man has won 2/3 of cases that have been oh man, I can't say the word. Adjudicated, I guess. Wow. Like, did you you know what I'm saying. Anyway, it also has the bigger title is Orange Man is winning election. Oh man, shouldn't have said that word. Orange Man winning cases, in case you haven't heard. Right. So I'm not going to talk too much about this because I don't want the bots to come and get me. But the basic argument, and this is spreading right now, don't think it's going to get far with all of the bots going crazy everywhere on social media. But we'll see if a certain Tim Pool tries to slip this on his program somehow. Because he's definitely the kind of person that would love this material. Maybe even Steven Crowder. Steven Crowder seems like he just doesn't care anymore. He's still pushing fraud stuff. So we'll see about that. But anyway, the general argument is they frame it like he's winning cases. And I'm like, what? What are you talking about? So I have bookmarks to all the court cases. I go look at the bookmarks. I don't see what they're talking about. I'm like, what are you talking about? And then when I talk about the court cases, I talk about the court cases. I give you the number of the court case. You can look it up yourself. I show the links. I show the actual briefs. But these articles aren't showing you that. They're just very vague, which is the propaganda style, because you are reporting to people that are emotionally vested in a certain narrative. Yeah, this is a right-wing site. I just saw that they have, I guess I can show you that. This is what they're talking about, and this is what they're... Oh, I guess I thought they were selling it. They're not selling it. That's just an article. Anyway, yeah, so they're sort of preaching to the choir, or they are pandering to their audience. So you don't really need facts and evidence and sources because the people that are going to read this want to believe in what they're talking about. So you can be vague. Like, they're not trying to look up court cases and stuff like I am. Like, they're not doing that. They don't care about that stuff. They just look at this and they're like, I knew it. I knew it. But the gist of what they're saying is that this is adding to the argument that the whole not on the merits, not on the merits, on standing, and not on the merits, not on the merits, on standing. One of the ridiculous talking points that you see on the right, where they try to fool their audience. Again, they don't show their audience the cases. They don't show them what's actually going on, right? They just frame everything and spin everything to dismiss it. And basically, they try to make it seem as if the judges just don't want to look at anything, and they're not looking at any evidence, and they're just like they don't have the courage, whatever it is. Like, it's the cases are actually good cases, but if only the judges would look at it. Like, even the Trump judges, right? They're claiming that even the Trump judges don't want to look at the cases. That is absolutely not the case, but that's what they've been saying, and this article would add fuel to that fire, because the general argument they're making, and if you see this, the number they use is 14. They say that he's won 14 of 32 cases, I think. The total percentages, they're saying he won 2/3 of the cases. So again, that, I'm like, what are you talking about? And I look at the court case, I don't see it. And I see it says here, you may be surprised to learn that they say of the 46 remaining lawsuits, 25 are still ongoing, so that the winner and loser of these cases is yet to be determined, while 21 have been completely adjudicated. Why can't I say that word? Oh man, these cases were where the courts heard the arguments, considered any relevant evidence, and then issued a formal ruling on the merits. You may be surprised to learn that of these 21 cases, Orange Man has won 14 and lost 7. So I'm like, this sounds insane. If that's the case, I want to report on it. I don't care about sides. I don't care about pushing the Democrats, whatever they're trying to push or whatever. I'm not here to attack Trump. If he's legitimately won cases, I want to report that to my audience, right? Because I know that liberal media is probably going to try to suppress it, which is what they're trying to imply here. So I want to be the one to say, hey guys, look, he actually did win some things. And here's what he won. I got no problem with that. I'm not the one trying to hide stuff like conservative and liberal media typically do. So I was hoping to put some court cases in here, but they don't. But then there's a link to this website, what I'm looking at here. They said that this was produced by some scientists on whatever. I mean, sounds good as far as marketing. Scientists put this together, not just some random Joe Schmo. So it's wiseenergy.org/energy/election/20. So I don't know why this would be on a website called wiseenergy.org. It's kind of weird place to put something like this. But it's a HTML file, in other words, a web page that has this sort of spreadsheet type of thing. And I'm like, okay, what's this? Okay, so show me the winning. I just wanted to see winning cases and give me the case numbers so I can look it up and see what the hell is going on. Is this legit or is it not legit? So I see there's a disposition column and ruling favored. So I immediately start scanning for Orange Man, and I see Orange Man. So this would be stating that these are things that were won by the Orange Mans. I'm like, wait a minute, what is this? I've been tracking all the court cases for a while. I've been sharing it with my audience. How could I have missed all these court cases? I mean, I wouldn't be tremendously surprised that it's not being covered by the media. That would not be surprising at all. But I'm not your typical mainstream media or even these independent partisan media folks. So I'm digging a little bit deeper than many of them do. So how did I miss this? But I honestly have stopped looking at the court cases as of, I don't know, it's been like a month or so, maybe a month and a half. So I'm like, did he just all of a sudden start winning? Like, where did these come from? So luckily, I see that they do have links to the court case numbers. I'm like, great, I can look these up. I also noticed that the names referenced here, I don't see Orange Man. I don't know why it says Orange Man. I mean, where's the Orange Man, right? If this is Orange Man, I mean, you see what it says, right? Daunt versus Benson. I mean, that's not Orange Man, right? This is somebody named Daunt versus somebody named Benson. This is someone named Texas. I mean, state of Texas, right? Versus Hollins, right? I don't even really see, I'm just not noticing that, by the way. I don't really see a lot of Orange Man stuff in here. So that's something else. Then the next big clue, well, I just picked that one up, but the thing I noticed first was the dates. I'm like, when did these cases come from that I missed them? And I look at them, I'm seeing June, August, October. This is election day. You think he filed a lawsuit on election day? So much of this is prior to the election. I don't know. Maybe that's 30, 40% roughly. So that's number one. Then I look at what the cases are about. Is it about the F word? FRAU? And it is not. I mean, clearly you see it apparently is here, but that's a dismissed for standing. You see? They just don't want to. Anyway, that is the nonsensical talking point, which is very effective for people that don't want to believe the truth. But anyway, so here's one that where supposedly Orange Man won. But look at the case. This is not F word, right? This is not F word, right? It's just this. I mean, you can see what it says, right? That's not F word. And then we see another one here. This is not, I'll call it Foxtrot for my military days. This is not Foxtrot. This is not Foxtrot. These are all like procedural stuff. I mean, where's the Foxtrot cases that he's won? So this is interesting. Misleading info absentee ballots. So I gotta look into that one. That one looks like, okay. So they're being a little bit slick. So the ruling favor, they're not saying Orange Man. It's Orange Man / GOP. So anyone in that party, I guess, who does a trial. But then that's where it's misleading because remember, the articles are saying Orange Man is winning cases. But then you come here and the cases are not even Orange Man cases. Anyway, this is how they mislead people. And you have to understand, for people that want to believe that this is true, that things were stolen, this is wonderful for them. Them seeing this like, oh, this is data by some scientists, and look, the media I never saw any of this on the media. I'm getting red pilled. I'm seeing the truth that the media doesn't want you to see. You know what I mean? Like they're just taking advantage of human nature, right? The confirmation bias. Anyway, if you guys really want to know more about this, because I don't want to risk saying more than I have, you can Google it yourself. I've given you enough hints and details. That should be more than enough for you to actually find it. And if you're not capable of finding it, maybe you shouldn't. Because will you be able to interpret the data without being led down a rabbit hole? It's not crazy complicated, but you do need a certain level of ability to process information. There's one of the Action Orange Man won. But did he win? Nope. Anyway, this is the Debate Me channel. Debate me in the comment section below. Click on the like button, subscribe to the oh man. Well, it is 12:49 in the morning. How many late nights have I spent going intraday from one day to the next, posting video after video, hundreds of videos that no one ever saw, and YouTube bots just deleted them all. Time of my life that I'll never get back, trying to let people see the truth, trying to educate people, trying to open their minds to thinking about things beyond what's being spoon-fed to them, and they just deleted it. Anyway, click on the like button, share the video, subscribe, smash that bell. Thank you for watching.